Hey everybody, this is Dave coming to you from the Gaming Cave. Today we're going to continue our playthrough of Spruance Leader, the Cold War fleet combat solitaire strategy game from DBG and designed by Dean Brown. And also, let's get my sheet realigned there. We're using the submarine expansion and we're preparing for the naval assault, Cold War 1988, Atlantic submarines only. And I also mixed in my allied ships. So with that came some allied subs, and one of them was the Trafalgar, British. And so I used him on the last mission. The ship is in good shape. The commander's got 4 stress points. And we're getting ready to go out with the USS Gato. We're going to put him in the slow area. My submarine has 2 cool, but my commander only has 1. So we're going to try to keep him from getting a lot. And at the end of the last mission, we had this event card, Task Force Evasion. For the next random tactical encounter, apply a -2 modifier to the activity roll. Okay, so we are getting close here. Okay, so the first thing we need to do is no priority R&R, so we'll do our target selection. All right, so our first target choice is Target 14, enemy ASWs. It's worth 6 and moves the task force up 1. That's one of the ones that I want. It is a Slava 2 Utiloi and a Victor 2 sub. And the other target is enemy Wolfpack number 17. That's one there. Let's see, 14 is up here in the 3rd zone. He's worth 6. And I get task force moves up 1. I have to destroy all submarines. And I think for this one, I just might do the Wolfpack. It's worth the same victory points to me. 1 kilo, 2 Foxtrot, and 1 Akula. So 2, 3, 4 subs. I don't mind that. We'll stick this back down here into my target deck. And this one, if we're successful, should get us in a spot where we'll be able to go after the Black Sea zone, and that opens up the big targets and some of the goodies there. Okay, all right. So our target selection, our mission is number 17, so it's right here in the Italian zone. We have our starting SO points carried over from the last mission. We had 8 carry over with our 22, gives us 30 to start with. We're going to have target 17. We're sending out Mancuso and the Gato on this mission. So we can purchase our skills and equipment and get our ordnance. So you can bet I'm going to carry a lot of torpedoes, as many as I can get probably, plus a few anti-ship things just in case some show up. All right, so let me do that and we'll see where we're at. Okay, so I bought 20 worth of weapons. I can have up to 23. I took 6 harpoons. That's worth 3 points. And I took 17 torpedoes at 1 point apiece. So that's 17. So that's my 23 max. And that was 20 points. I took a toad decoy and a noisemaker. That was 6 points. So that I spent 26. So we'll have 26. Okay, all right, here we go. Selected that, put our sub up here on the tactical display. We're going to run deep with the towed array up on above the layer. Purchased our ordnance, got our log sheet filled out, and now we're ready to begin our mission. We need to roll for task force placement. Task forces are 3 again. So we will have A, B, C, and we're going to place these. So here comes task force A is 8, and 8 is good because he's up there out of our way. B is at 1. I always get 1. You know, on a roll of 1 to 2, I think I've rolled either a 1 or a 2 about 4 times. And a 6. And a 6 is up here in the Eastern Med Zone, so I only got 1 task force to worry about. That's good because I kind of dealt myself that way to do that. Okay, we need to shuffle our decks. So we're going to shuffle sub-sensor performance here. Do this. Whoa, I dropped a card. Get that back up here. And that'll be good for the sub-sensors. We got our event cards. Okay, we'll take our encounter cards. Pull them up. Okay, we'll do our enemy subs. Oh, at least I didn't have to play however many cards there are pickup. They didn't fly off the edge of the table. It's a wonder. And we'll do our enemy ships. All right, here we go. Okay, got our enemy ships. So decks are shuffled. We're ready for our task force movement. So over here, we move to the French zone and we encounter task force B. So we take our first card with our encounter numbers on it, and our activity is a +1, a little bit of glare there, +1, but we had this event card which is a -2, so our activity roll is going to be -1. Okay, so let's see what we get. 6 -1's a 5. So it will be a low encounter, and a low is 3 submarines. Okay, so we're going to have 3 subs. I earn 1 SO for each sub, and hopefully I can remember this. 1, 2, and 3. It's an ASW patrol. Each turn, check each sub for ping 7+. So each sub will try to ping me also if they don't already have a ping on them. Okay, interesting. All right, so we have our encounter. We need to place our ships, or subs in this case. So we're going to draw 3 of them out of the cup. First one is enemy sub number 1, enemy sub number 2, and enemy sub number 3. Well, only one of them has a star right now, so I really only have to find out the one. Okay. So let's place them here. No modifiers because we don't know what they are. A 9 on his placement is range 5. And azimuth 10, so he's all the way out here. Okay, he's sub number 2 is 8. 8 is range 5. And azimuth 5, he's over here. And the last sub is 6. Range 5, well, they're all out there at the same range. And 4, he'll be right there with him. Okay, so I have 2 subs there, 1 sub there. All right. Got to get these guys in close, and to use my Mark 48 torpedoes on them. Okay, so we did our enemy ship sub counter placement, placed our battle turn counter, and now we get an event card. And the event card is, oh, poor sonar detection. All sub detection attempts have a -2 dice roll modifier. Earn 3 SO points for each sub destroyed during the encounter. So I already get 1, so that means 4 for each one of these guys that we detect. Now, where do I want to lay this one at? Let's lay it here, and hopefully I can remember to do this. This is, you know, you get these extra little things and you're thinking about other stuff and you want to try to make sure that you do everything. I know last time I forgot a couple things, so we're going to try to remember this. All right, here we go. We're going into the battle. I got 2 fast actions with my commander. Well, the first action is we're going to move everybody closer. Here we go. We're going to try to get these guys. I got to get these guys up here where I can strike at them. Okay, at range 4, I need to know my sensor performance. Sub-sensor performance is surface detection was a -1. Oh, I didn't roll for these guys to see if they were deep or not. So let's do that. This will go there. So I got to find out if they're deep, because I'm deep. We'll start with this guy. It's a +4 to the die. He's SSN, so he's deep. He's down there with me. The next guy, 1 +4 is a 5. He's not deep. And this guy, he is 2. He is not deep. Okay, there's 1 running deep and 2 running above the thermal layer. All right, so my second fast action is going to be to see if we can detect. And I want to detect this guy out here because he's got a attack modifier because he's flanking me. So I want to see what kind of submarine that is. Okay, I think range 4, using up above the layer, it's +1. Okay, his noise modifier is 1, so we're equal there. We're 0. And anything else? Focus detect. 2 actions, detect +3. I don't think I want to use that. 2 actions. Oh, it cost me 2 actions, detection +3. We already used 1 action, so I can't do that yet. We'll save that one maybe the next turn. That's when we get him in close. That's when we're going to use that. Focus detection. Oh, okay. All right. So right now, I have a specialized action that I can use for my sub-detect, which is +2. So we're going to have a +2. And using my towed array, I need a 7 to 10. 7 to 10. +2. 3. +2 is 5. Did not detect. Okay, that's the end of my fast actions. All right, now we do sub-movement. No modifiers because we don't know who they are. We're going to start up here at the top with the deep sub. He gets a 9, and the 9 is flank or range -1. He will flank. Okay. The next sub right here, he is 10. He is range -2 and ping. Okay. So first thing we're going to do is see if he goes deep. He gets a +4. He does. So one of his moves is deep, and the next one moves him closer, and he's pinging now. Okay. And the third sub is an 8. He is flank or range -1. Well, he can't flank. We're going to check him to see if he goes deep. +4. 2 + 4 is 6. He does not. He moves up, and he does not ping because he only went 1. Okay. Now we got to roll because of the contact card, the ASW patrol. A 7 or higher, he'll ping. 9, he's pinging. Okay, they're all going active on me. Now for this guy, he's going to ping. Yes, he's pinging. All 3 of them are pinging me. They're like beep, beep, beep. All their sonars going off, and we got these guys, we see them. Oh, and I forgot even a -2. See, I forgot that on my last one. Okay, so these guys are all pinging. They're all going to use their active sonar. He has to be at range 3 to do his. He has to be at range 3. He's good. He's can be at range 3. Okay, so they're going to try to detect me. So at range 3, he's deep. It's a 0 modifier. He gets -2 for the poor sonar detection. Noise modifier for the slow, that makes it -3. And my sub is a noise modifier of 2, so he's -5. So -5, and he needs a 3 or a 9. 2, he does not detect me. Okay. This guy is detecting me through the layer. Hang on a minute, I'm going to sneeze. Okay, sorry about that. Had a couple sneezes there. All right, this guy's trying to detect me. He's at range 3, and he's going to detect. He gets to -2, -3, -5, and he's coming through the thermal layer, so another -3, -8. He can't detect me, no matter what he rolls. If he rolls a 10, it's still a 2, so he cannot detect me. Okay, so nobody detected us. So now we've got 1 slow commander action, 1 slow submarine action. All right, so we're going to attempt to detect this guy with the commander action. He has a specialized action, sub-detect +2, -2 for the poor performance. So we're 0 at range 3. He pinged, noise modifier is 1, but he gets -3, so now he's a +2 for me. So it's a +2. Okay. 4 +2 is a 6. I needed a 7. Okay. Now the ship is going to try, the sub itself is going to try to detect him. He's it's a -2. His noise modifier is 1. He pinged -3. So that's 2, offsets that 2. So we're straight up. We need a 7. 3. Can't detect him. Okay. So nobody got any actions done. That's the end of battle turn 5. We're now going into battle turn 4. Okay, so the question is, do I use my fast actions or see if these subs are going to move again? I think, what do I do? What do I do? What do I do? Right? It's hard to detect. They got, if I move them, if I move up, if I use that action to move up, then I put them in a position, I need them to move on their own and give me a chance at these guys. So I'm not gonna take any fast actions. I'm gonna save them all for the slow action period. All right, we'll start with this sub here. He gets an 8, and an 8 is flank or range -1. Okay, so does he stay deep? He gets a 3 plus 4 is a 7. No, he didn't move up, but he's now, he moved himself back up. Okay. Now this guy, he gets a 2. And a 2 is patrol or snorkel. Well, he'll patrol. And this guy is a 6. And a 6, range -1. So he checks to see if he goes deep. And he did. So instead of moving closer, he went deep. Okay. So they're going to see if they can detect me. He's at range 4, he can't detect. All these pings, I got to re-roll for these pings now to see if they're going to ping. 7 or higher. 8, yeah, he's pinging still. Next guy. I roll these numbers for them to ping, but I can't see them. And a 4, he does not. Okay. Now they're going to see if they detect me. He's at range 4 above the layer. That's -1. -3 for the thermal layer. That's -4. -5. -7. He has to roll a 10. 4. He does not. This guy's at range 3. That's a 0. So that's -3. Oh, -2. -5. -6. -8. He can't detect me. He can't detect me because of this poor sonar. I even forgot to add that to that. Okay. So no detection. Okay, my commander is going to have these guys move up. So here they come. All right. That's one action. Now, he's going to spend his other 2 actions on this focus detect. Man, do I want to do that? Maybe not. I could try to detect both these guys now. His detection is going to be +1. He has a noise modifier on this one of 0. That's +4. So I'm at a +4 and I need a 7. Wow. Go +6. I might get him at a level 2. That's the thing. Okay. He's going to spend 2 actions. Both of his fast actions. He spends a slow 1 action to move him up. His other 2 actions to focus detect. He gets +3. So that's +3, +1 for the range. That's 4. 3 because he's pinging. That's 7. So I get +7. 8. I got him at a detect level of 2. So there he is. And my sub is going to launch his Mark 48s. Oh, I got to see what the sub is. I know he's there now. This enemy sub is a SSBN TK-17 Typhoon class. He takes 2 hull hits. So enemy sub number 1, right here. We now know what he is. And he's a star, so I definitely have to take him out. I need 2 hits on this guy. My commander's already used all his actions up, so the sub is going to fire Mark 48s. They're going to launch. I launched 3 or launch 2? We're going to launch 2 right here at this guy. Okay. Oh, range 2, I get +1. My detection modifier +2, so I'm +3. And my sub is a +3 on my card, so that's +6. 3, 6. Wow. Okay, +6, a 9. 2 hits. Boom. Sunk him. So the first guy up is the first guy down. Got him. Man, that detection, that's powerful stuff right there. So that's 1 sub down. So we get a skill point for that. Gato's a warship. It doesn't do him any good. Kuzo was at. He should be at 1. He's just got a second one. Okay. That sub's gone. And we earned 4 SOs for that. Right? Because we get 3 SOs for each sub destroyed and 1 for that one, so that's 4. So we just earned 4. Okay, I'll mark that down. All right, that's big. These 2 torpedoes are off the board. That's the end of my turn. All right, so on this one, decrease detection levels, nope. Decrease the battle turns, yep. Even with the -2 that I forgot to take off that detection, it still didn't matter. He had enough to get him at a detection level 2. Okay, now, here we are. So, we are going to, I think, if I detect this guy, his noise modifier is a, oh, you know what I was supposed to do last time? We're not going to change anything. I was supposed to flip that over to see what if it was an enemy or not. Always forget that. Okay, we won't forget it on this one. All right, he's going to try to detect this guy here at range 2. I got to get him because I don't want him getting any closer to me. Okay, so at range 2, he's +1. Noise modifier is a 1, so it's a -2. Oh man, we're deep, so it's a 7. So I got to roll a 9 or a 10 to detect him, or I got to spend both my actions. That's what I have to do. I have to spend both my fast actions to detect this guy. That gives me a 3. +1 is 4. -1 is 3. -2, I'm down to 1. So I get a +1. He's deep, I'm deep. At range 2, I get a +1. Now I'm +2. I got +2, and I need, this is my, oh, I could ping him, and I could definitely find him, but then he'd find me. I'm not going to do that. I'm going to go +2. Oh, did not get him. Oh, if I'd have pinged him, I would have saw him. Yeah, but then they would be like seeing me, and I don't want that to happen. Okay, that's my fast actions. Okay, here we go. See if these subs are going to move on me. We'll start out here with this guy. This ping comes off. He goes 3. He's going to patrol. And this guy, 3. He patrols. Now we see if they're pinging. He's a 7. Needs a 7. Nope. How about this guy? No. So they're not pinging now because they heard them torpedoes fire. Boy, I should have had that launch torpedo too over here. That would be gone now, right? No, it would be there until after these guys detect me. Okay, so they get that detection modifier. All right, he's going to see if he can detect me at range 3. He needs a 7 or 9. So at range 3, and he's coming through the layer. That's a 0, but it's -3, -4, +1. Makes it -3 again. -2 is -5. My noise -7. He cannot detect me. Now this guy, he's at range 2. He gets +1, +2 because of the torpedo, -2 because of the sonar detection. So we're even. -1 noise modifier, -2. So he's -3. He needs a 6 to 9. 2. He does not detect me. Woohoo. Okay. Now, I have a slow action and my sub action. Oh, I should have done this. So the commander's going to do his sub detect, specialized action, +2. Okay. Well, he's +2. This can come off now. +2. At range 2, we're both deep, +1, so it's +3. -2, he's +1. So I have a +1, +2 for my specialized action, +3. 5, did not detect him. All right, the Gato is going to try to detect this guy. He is going to go, he doesn't have anything special for this one, so he's at +1 for range, -2 for the sonar detection, so he's -1, so he's at -1. 5, does not detect him. Wow. We're spending a lot of time and I'm not getting anywhere. Okay, we're going down to battle turn 2. Okay. I gotta detect this goofy guy here. So we're gonna use 2 actions to do my focus detect on this guy. So I have +3. The range is +1. So I'm at 4. -2 because of the sonar puts me at +2. So I have a +2. I need a 7 or higher. Nope. Wow. Okay, let's see what the subs are gonna do. This guy, 3, he's patrolling. This guy, 8. Flank or range -1. He's gonna flank out here now. Ooh, he's gonna be dangerous if he gets a shot at me. Okay, to detect at range 3 is a 0, -3. So -4, -6, he can't detect. This guy needs a 6 to 9 at range 2. He's +1, -1, so we're even, -2, so he's at -2. 7 -2 is a 5. He does not detect us. All right. Commander's going to see if he can detect him using his sub-detect action. +2, +3, -2, he's at +1. 6 +1's a 7. Got him. It's a detection level of 1. Now we're going to find out what he is. We flip this over. 1's a neutral, 2 to 8's an enemy, 9+ is nothing. 5, it's an enemy. Okay. So we'll take this off, put it in the cup, and he is a SSK B-116 Foxtrot. Okay. This is enemy sub number 2. He's running deep and he's detected. Okay. Now my sub can fire. Oh, I forgot to load torpedoes. He's got 1 torpedo, he's gonna fire it. Here he goes. He's firing that one with this last action. I only need 1 hit on this guy. Let's see if we can get it. Range 2, he's +1. This is not guided. He's +1, +3 for the sub action makes him a +4. 2 + 4 is a 6. 1 hit, that's all it took. We got him. Boom. Down he went. Okay. Wow, once I detect him, I can get him. The problem's been detecting him. Fired that torpedo. Okay. And that is not a starred sub, so I don't get any experience, but I gain 4 more experience points. So we'll take 4 more there. Okay. I've earned 8 SO points, not experience. So I've earned 8 SO points there. Okay. Nobody's detected. Last battle turn. This is it. I gotta get this guy. Okay, so here's what we're gonna do. No fast actions. I'm hoping that he decides to move up. Is what I'm hoping. He is a 3. A 3, he patrols. So he stays where he's at. And 7, he's pinging. Okay. I've got 4 actions. My first action, reload my torpedo tubes. 1, 2, 3. That's my slow action for my commander. Second action, move him up. Okay, I got 1 action. I'm going to do focus detect, sub detect with my commander. Gives him +2. Range 1. He's above the layer. I'm using my towed array. +3. -2, we're at +1. So I have a +1 on this guy. 5 + 1's a 6. Not enough. Did not get him. Couldn't find him. Okay. And I forgot for him to try to see me, so I need to let him do that just to make sure. Let's see, at range 2, he's going through the layer. It's +1, -3, so that's -2, -2 is -4, -5. Yeah, he can't detect me. He just can't, he can't get me. Okay, I only have one action left, my sub. I can't fire anything, so that's it. Okay, he got away. So I didn't get anything for that last sub. So I ended up earning 8. My commander gets 1 experience point, and the sub, he's already a warship, so we don't have to track his. And it's 1 stress for each. He has a cool of 1, and the ship has a cool of 2, so nothing there. This event card comes off. We draw an event card for this. Ship experience. Pick a ship that contributed, gets 3 experience points. Well, that doesn't help. That's good, but we're already maxed out. All right, put that away, put my ping marker over, and that takes care of that task force. So that one's over. Okay. I got everything reloaded, got everything set. We're gonna take that RGM-84 out of there. We're gonna put in 4 torpedoes in our tubes. We're gonna stay deep, because most likely we're getting ready to run into this pack here. We'll see what these guys do. Okay, we move up to our mission location over here on our board. So we're now in the Italian zone, and that's our mission location. So now we're gonna have our mission. Okay, so we're gonna have 3 subs. 1, 2, 3, 4 subs. So there's gonna be 4 subs. 1, 2, 3, and 4. Okay, we need 1 Kilo, 2 Foxtrot, and 1 Akula. Kilo, Foxtrot, and Akula. Victor. Here's a Kilo. It's an SSK. 2 Foxtrot and an Akula. There's 1 Foxtrot. It's an SSK. Another Foxtrot. That's an SSK. And now I need the Akula, an SSN. Okay. So we now have them. We got 3 diesels and 1 SSN. We're going to pull our sub performance card, make sure where we're going to be at for the thermal layer. Sub sensor performance, +3 for the SSN to run deep. Decent modifiers for detection. Okay, here we go. Sub number 1. His placement is a -1. Let's see, he is not starred. He is not starred. Number 3 is not starred. Number 4 is the only one, but I got to get them all anyway. Sub number 1 gets a 3. His placement is range 4. And his azimuth is 10. Oh, he's way over here. Okay. Sub number 2. His placement is -3. 3 minus 3 is 0. Puts him at range 3. And his azimuth is a 7. He's here. All right. Sub number 3. He's a -1, 10. -1's a 9. That's at range 5. And his azimuth is 3. He's out there. And sub number 4, his placement's a -1. 9 minus 1 is 8. Range 5. And his azimuth is 10. So he's out here. Okay. There we are. So we're all set up. Okay. Now we got to do some, hopefully do some detection. I got a guy here at range 3. Oh, I got to roll for depth. So sub number 1, no modifier, a 7. He's running deep. How about that? Sub number 2, 2. He's not. Sub number 3, 5. He's not. And sub number 4 gets a +3. 6 plus 3 is a 9. He's running deep. So these 2 are running deep. Those 2 aren't. Okay. All right. Event card. Engine trouble. This screening force number ship 2, force number 2 ship has some engine issues. Okay, we don't have that. Okay. All right. All right, here we go. We're all ready to hammer this guy, I hope. All right. Fast actions. Let's see here. This guy's at range 3. That's a 0. If I bring them in, I don't pick up. I pick up a detection on him +1. I can use my focus +3. So that's what we're going to do. We're going to bring all these guys up one closer to me. And my second action is to detect this guy using my sub-detect action. +2. Range modifier, he's above the layer, +1, so he's +3. So I got a +3. 7 +3 is a 10 with my towed array. That is a detect level of 2. All right. So my first action, we see him. Or second action, I moved him and I spot him. Okay, now we see what these guys are going to do. Sub number 1. It's this guy. He's running deep. His movement's a +1. 9 + 1's a 10. That's range is -2 and a ping. Let's see if he stays deep. 1. He does not. So he comes up through the layer. That's 1, and he moves 1, and he's pinging. Okay. Sub number 2. His modifier is 0. 8. Flank or range -1. He's going to flank, so he's going to come over here. He flanks out there. All right. Sub number 3. He's a 0. 5. He's doing range -1. Does he go deep? No modifier for him. 4. He does not. So he moves up. And sub number 4, he's a 0. He gets a 10. Range -2. And he pings. Does he come out of the surface? 5 + 3 is 8. He does not. Okay, so he goes 1, 2. So all 3 of these subs are right here. That one's pinging also. Wow. That's the bad guy there. That guy's tough. Okay, now they're going to see if they can detect me. Sub number 1. He's at range 2. He's pinging, so he's using his active. So it's a 4 or 7. At range 2, he's coming through the thermocline, so that's 0. That's -3. And -1 where I'm at, it's -4, -2, -6. Whew. 7. He does not see me. Sub number 2. He's using his regular sonar. He is at range 2. He's also going through the thermal layer, so it's +3, or I'm sorry, -3, -4, -6. 8 -6 is 2. He does not see me. Sub number 3 is at range 3. That's 0, -3, -4, -6. Nope. And sub number 4, he's pinging. He's using his active, so it's a 4 or 7. Range 2, 0, he's deep, so it's 0. -1, -2, -3. 5 -3 is a 2. Woohoo! None of them saw me. Oh my goodness. Okay. Now, we're going to... My commander is going to ping. He's going to see if he can detect this guy right here. He gets range is 2. That's 0. His noise modifier is 2, but he pinged at 3. So I'm +1. I'm using my sub detect action +2, that's +3. So I have a +3 modifier. Here we go, +3. 8. Oh, yes. That's a detect level of 1. So we also spotted him. Now my sub, my sub is going to fire. Wish my commander was still available, but he's not. So my sub is firing 2 torpedoes at that guy right there. That's going to give us a torpedo modifier for them the next turn. He's firing at that guy. He's at +1. Let's see. +1 for range, +3. So he's a +4. These are not guided. So he's a +4. First torpedo is a 3, +4 is a 7. That's 1 hit. Second torpedo gets a +5. 12. Boom. He hits him. They sunk that sucker, man. That's big time for us because that was the deadliest one on the board right there. He was running deep with us. Yeah. Takes him out. That is the SSN K284. We gained an experience point for that one. Oops, put that one wrong. I don't need one on the ships. Okay. He's out. All right. Whew. Oh, that was battle turn 5. So we lower detection level. This one goes down to a 1. And battle turn goes down to 4. All right. So here we go. We're going fast actions. I'm going to have my I'm going to give an action. Do I give my? I'm going to detect this guy right here. Oh, and I flipped that. I flipped that over from 2 to 3. It was 2 to 1. Okay. I do that all the time. I forget about that. Okay, here we go. We're going to see if we can detect this guy using our specialized action, which is a +2 for my commander. So at range 1, using my towed arrays +1, +2 for my action, that's +3. He has a noise modifier. This is sub number 1 of 2. So I'm at +1. So I have a +1 on this one. +1. 8. +1's a 9. This is with my towed array. It's still a detect level of 1. Okay. So we just picked him up too. All right. All right, my second action is fire 2 torpedoes guided at sub number 2. Oh, I only need 1 hit. He's only going to fire 1 torpedo. Yeah. I got plenty of them. Why not? Fire 2 torpedoes at sub number 2. He needs 1 hit. No, I'm only going to fire 1. I'm only going to fire 1. Range is 4. Range is +1 modifier. Six plus 1's a 7. That's 2 hits. So enemy sub number 2 is gone. Just took him out. Okay, sub number 2 is gone. It's 2 down, 2 to go. The other torpedo's running wild out there. Okay. All right, that's my fast actions. Now we go to the sub actions. So enemy sub number 1, his ping comes off. The torpedo modifier stays on there. He's at range 2. He's a +1. 10 plus 1's 11. Range -2 and a ping. Does he go deep? 4. He does not, but he can only move up 1. So he's at range 1, and he's pinging me again. Uh-oh. Okay, enemy sub number 3. He is a 0. 6. Range -1. Does he go deep? 9. He went deep instead of coming closer. Now he's deep. Okay. All right. Here we go. Sub number 1 is going to try to detect me. At range 1, he's a +1. +1 because I fired a torpedo, so he's +2. And he's using active sonar. He needs a 4 or 7. He's +2. He gets -1 there, -2. So he's -1. So he's at -1. Three minus 1's a 2. Oh, he missed me. This guy's out at range 3. He's deep. So it's a modifier of 0. Oh yeah, it was -3 on top of that. Yeah. So he's at 0, but he gets +1 because of my torpedo action. But he's -1 there, -2 over here. So it's a -2. 4. Nope. At range 3, he needed a 7 or 6. He did not spot me. Okay. Now we're in slow actions again. All right. So my slow actions, I got 1 for the sub and 1 for the commander. The sub's going to fire this torpedo right here. It's not guided. He's firing at submarine number 1. He gets, for the range modifiers, +2. Detection modifiers +1. That's +3. His sub is a +3, so that's +6. His torpedo defense is 0. Been forgetting that. 0 and 7. That's it. Sunk him. Okay. Yeah. So all these shots, I've been forgetting torpedo defense for both of us. So at least I played it the same across all of us. That took that sub out. That's sub number 1. He's gone. That leaves us sub number 3, the Foxtrot. Okay. Our last action, we're going to try to detect him. He's at range 3 and he's deep, so it's 0. I have a specialized action +2, so I'm at +2. His noise modifier is a 2, so it's 0. So it's a 0. So I need a 7 or higher. Nope. Okay. That's the end of that turn. No detections. We go down to turn number 3. Here we go. We're going to go first action is going to be move him up and we're going to reload our torpedo tubes. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, that's my 2 fast actions. See what he does. He's a +0 here. He gets an 8. That's a flank or range -1. He's going to flank out. He's going to see if he can spot us at range 2. It's a 0 modifier. He gets +1 because that hasn't come off yet. I think. I'm checking real quick. Reset commander actions. Yeah, I don't remove all ping torpedo fire. Yes, that came off. Okay, that'll come back when we fire again. Okay, So he's at range 2, which is a 0. It's -1 and -3. -2 makes it -3. He's not pinging. He needs a 6, 5. He did not see me. Okay. Now we go slow actions. Okay, my commander is going to try to detect using his sub-detect action +2, 0. So we get a +2 on this modifier. Nope. My sub's going to try to detect him. It's 0 modifier. No. Nothing to take off. We go to turn 2. All right. This time, I'm going to spend my 2 fast actions from my commander and use his focus detect. +3. 0 modifier for range, so we're at +3. Nine. This is on my standard race, so it's a detect level 1. Oh, there he is. We found him. Okay, now we go to the sub action. He's a 0 modifier, a 3. He patrols. And he's going to try to detect me at range 2. That's a 0. -1, -3. He has a noise. My noise. Ooh, shoot. My noise modifier is 2, so that makes it -5, 6. He does not detect me. I now launch. My commander is going to launch 2 torpedoes. They're guided. It's his last action. Range 2, I get a +1. So I have a +1. First one, 5 +1, 6. That's 1 hit. That's all it took. So we sunk the last sub. He's gone. Off the board. Dropped him into the deep. 2 torpedoes are done. All right. And we successfully completed that mission. So we now do our event card for the end of the mission. Earn SO points. Earn 2 SO points for each enemy ship destroyed during the encounter. So there was 4 subs, so that's 8 more. All right. So I had 4, and I earned 16, so that's 20 extra SO points. We destroyed our target. That was worth 6 victory points. And the task force here moves up and is now, the Black Sea is now open. Okay, that's going to be big for us. We destroyed all the enemy subs. So that's it for target 17. They won't be back to bother me. All right, add stress to our commander. Well, it's a stress of 1, so he doesn't take any and the boat doesn't take any, so we're all set there. These 2, we didn't use them, so they come off. And I think record experience. So we get 2. And so Mancuso can be promoted. He needed 5 to promote. So he's now veteran. What happened there? So he'll be at veteran. There's 2 left over. Okay, and no stress on either the boat or Mancuso. Okay, this comes off. We used it up. So what happens with the Black Sea, we add these targets now to the target deck. Targets number 59, 62, 63, 61. And I got to find target number 36 in my deck because it also goes in there. Let's see if I can find it real quick. 938. Yep, 36. Enemy naval base. Okay. So now we're going to add to the Black Sea zone enemy naval base, TLAM or an aircraft strike. We got to hit it with 6 hits. There's a lay mines. There's anti-aircraft sites, power stations, enemy CNC. That takes 8 hits. Okay, so all of these now get added to the target deck. I'm going to shuffle them now, and then we're going to shuffle them again. And if one of those red targets comes up, that's the one we have to go get. And we're going to have to start taking TLAM, so we're not going to be able to carry as much of the other stuff as we do those. Okay, but we may have to fight our way through there. But at least now the task forces, there's only going to be 2 of them and only a +1 modifier, so that's better. I can still maybe get past them. We did a lot better on this one. I think it went really well. Let's see, this is going to drop to 2 now for SOAR because he didn't go out on that mission, so his stress is down to a 2. And the boat, Trafalgar, is down to a 1. So we'll reduce that to a 1 now. So he's almost ready to go out again. And I can actually send out Mancuso and Nagato again if I want to on this next one, being they didn't build any stress up. Okay, that's it. I hope you enjoyed it. Yeah, I know I made a couple mistakes with the forgetting about the torpedo defense for everybody. I did it across the board. So again, I get excited, man. I got stuff going, things are happening. And I forgot that. I did good with my noise modifiers and torpedo modifiers and that stuff, and then I forget torpedo defense. All right. Well, I hope you enjoyed it. If you're new to the channel, please subscribe. And if you liked the video, give me a thumbs up. I'll see you guys on the next one.